Okay, so we'll start with French today, and then we'll move on to math. You have to find page 232, because that has our topic for today. So in French, we're gonna, where is it? Page 232. Go down. We're gonna learn how to ask questions. Okay, because that's an important skill that you need to know. Sorry, it's a little slow. Okay. Okay, chapter 5. We have to do chapter 6, I think. It's from a workbook, so that's why. Page 2, if I go down, like, okay.
Yes, I was trying to join and I wasn't able, I was trying to rejoin.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'm just finding the page. I had it open, but I accidentally closed it. Okay, yeah, so chapter 6. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's start.
Why can you just email me this book too? It's a French book, right?
Yeah, it's a French book. Let me think. Okay, I can, but we're only gonna like use it a little bit.
But I can use it in my school year, like when I'm in school, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I have to make sure it's the same book. That's the one I'm sending you. Yeah, okay. We'll have to download it. So wait, so right now, do you wanna like work on it together and then you can take pictures?
Of the whole book, that's going to be
No,
really...
not the whole book. I'll send you like the whole book. Okay, actually, let me try sending it to you now.
You can send me the whole book and I will still take the pictures of the answer that I can note it down.
Yeah, okay.
And the
No worries.
pages that we have done.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me download the book so I can send it to you. Yeah, I just found this book actually today because like the other worksheet I had wasn't as good as this. So yeah, I can share this with you. It's gonna take some time to download. So let's just start in the meanwhile. Okay, I'll just put a reminder that I have to send you the book. Okay. Oops. Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So interrogative words and constructions. So interrogative words basically just means like words to ask questions. Okay.
Mama,
So forming.
just 1 second. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, what were you saying?
Okay, yeah. So let's continue. So we're
Yes, hello?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's continue. So forming questions. So questions are formed in French in the following ways. So one is by changing the period of a statement to a question mark and using a rising annotation, right? So the first way we can do it is that we can just say the sentence, but make it sound like a question. So if I say Marie parle français, okay, that means Mary speaks French.
Mary,
But if I say Marie parle français,
Mary parle français.
so if you kind of like change like your tone of saying it, then it becomes a question. Like if I say in English like Mahnur ate chocolate, okay, so then that sounds normal. But then I can say Mahnur ate chocolate, like it sounds more like a question, right?
Yes.
Do you hear the difference, right? So why not you try saying it normally and then like a question for the first sentence?
The Mary parle
Yes.
French. Vous, moi, De.
Wait, okay, wait. So let me just highlight the part. So read this sentence. Oops. I have to use my pen.
Marie parle French.
Français.
Français. Marie
Yes.
parle French.
Français.
Français.
Okay, so you want to kind of like at the end be like français, like a question.
Français.
Yeah, okay. Let's try the next one. So vous avez bien dormi.
Vous avez bien
Dormi.
dormi. Vous avez
Okay.
bien dormi.
Yeah, and in a question, we'll say vous avez bien dormi.
Vous avez bien dormi.
Bien dormi.
Bien dormi.
Good job. Okay, and the last one is il se réveille.
Il se réveille.
And then we can say il se réveille.
Il se réveille.
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 Okay, yeah. Réveille.
Réveille.
Yeah, okay. So let me just quickly tell you the meanings as well. Okay. So the one is the first one is Mari speaks French.
Marie
And
speaks French.
okay, and then after that it's dormi. So you are, I don't want to say you're good at sleeping. Wait, let me just double check. Bien dormi. Slept well. Okay, so you slept well. So this one is you slept well. And then if you say vous avez bien dormi, it's like did you sleep well?
Yes.
Okay, and then il se réveille is he is awake. But then if you say il se réveille, it's like is he awake?
Is il se réveille? Is he awake?
Yeah. Okay, so let's see the second way we can make a question. So by adding n'est-ce pas to an affirmative sentence, an affirmative answer is usually expected. Okay. So yeah, so basically n'est-ce pas basically means like isn't it so? So if the sentence is tu vas au musée, tu
Tu
vas
vas
à
à
I'm sorry, au
au
musée.
musée. Tu vas au musée.
Yeah, so it means like you go to the museum.
Yes.
Okay?
Tu vas au musée.
Yeah.
N'est-ce pas?
Yeah, n'est-ce pas. So
N'est-ce
n'est-ce pas basically kind of is like don't you? So when you say don't you at the end of the sentence, it becomes like a question. The person will like confirm it, right?
Yes.
Don't you? Okay, so if the sentence is il est arrivé,
Il est arrivé. Il est arrivé. N'est-ce pas? N'est-ce
yeah.
pas?
Yeah, n'est-ce pas.
N'est-ce pas?
Okay, so this means he arrived, didn't he?
Mm.
Okay, and for this one, elle se débrouille.
Elle serait début. Elle
Yeah.
serait début. N'est-ce pas?
Yeah, n'est-ce pas. So she, débrouille means manage. Yeah. Okay, so she manages, right?
Yeah.
And then yeah, so she is the manager. I think that would work too. Isn't she? Okay, now for number 3, by adding est-ce que or est-ce que before vowels, est-ce que, okay, at the beginning of the statement and changing the period to a question mark. Okay, so if the sentence is Pierre nous parlera.
I think I've asked this question before, but I don't know. Are the vowels same in English as French?
Yes, actually, yeah. Let me quickly write down what about. Oops. So
Just
yes.
add only French vowels that I know, that I can just take a picture of it.
Yeah, okay, so for the vowels, it's A, E, I, O, U, like French.
Like
Okay,
English.
but also H sometimes is considered as a vowel. Not always.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so if the sentence is Pierre nous parlera,
Nous parlera.
est-ce
que
Pierre
Pierre
nous parlera?
nous parlera?
Okay, so this one is Pierre will speak to us, and then the est-ce is like will. So will Pierre speak to us?
Will Pierre speak to us?
Okay, and this one is il sera.
Il sera.
Right, so
Est-ce il sera?
yeah, okay, so let me quickly write down the meaning too. Okay, so this is Pierre, so this is Pierre will speak to us. Speak to us. And this one is he shaves, basically. He shaves. And then this one is like, will he shave? Okay, now the last one is elle sait bien.
Est-ce elle sait bien?
Habillé.
Habillé.
And then the question would be?
Est-ce que là c'est habillé?
Yeah, very good. Okay, so this one, so the first sentence means she dresses well. Okay, and the question is, does she dress well?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just write that. Does she
dress well?
Dress well? Okay, so why don't you tell me one thing over here? Where was the verb? What is, where's the verb dress?
This one. B-I-E-N.
Bien. Okay, so bien means well. So that's close. Which other word do you think would mean dress?
Habes.
Yeah, habillé.
Habillé.
Okay, so this one is to dress. That's like the verb, habillé. Okay, so it's good that you recognize that. Okay, so number one, so form questions about the students in the class. Follow the model. Okay, so elle parle français. Elle parle français. So first let me read it and then you can repeat after me, okay? So elle parle français.
Elle parle français.
Good. Elle parle français.
Elle parle français.
N'est-ce pas?
N'est-ce pas?
Est-ce que
elle parle French?
Yeah, français.
Français.
Okay, so now for each of these sentences, I want you to follow the same method. And I want you to read them to me. So the first time, first you're going to read it like the same way, the sentences, then say it with n'est-ce pas, and then say it with est-ce que. Okay, so let's do number one first.
Elle parle français. Elle parle n'est-ce pas?
Yeah.
En français, elle parle français.
Est-ce
qu'elle parle français?
Okay, so now using sentence number one, Marie travaille, I want you to say these three sentences. Like you have to ask these three questions.
Marie travaille, n'est-ce pas?
Okay, first say the sentence as is.
Marie travaille bien.
Good, okay.
Marie travaille bien, n'est-ce pas?
Yes.
Est-ce que Marie travaille bien?
Very good, okay. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so why don't you try the second sentence now?
Elle français de son seul.
So il fait.
Il fait
ses devoirs
ses devoirs
chaque soir.
chaque soir. Il faisait 5 devoirs 5 soirs. Il faisait du
Il faisait
il faisait du 5 soirs, n'est-ce pas?
yes.
Est-ce que il faisait Derek?
Devoir.
What?
Un devoir chaque soir.
Un devoir 5 soirs.
Yeah, excellent. Mashallah. Okay, let's do number 3 now.
Paris 5 just done.
Close. Okay, so this is Pierre
Pierre
se coucher de bonne heure.
On heure.
Okay, now why don't you try the question, the second one?
C'est juste dans here, n'est-ce pas?
Okay.
Est-ce que c'est juste dans nous here?
Okay, so Pierre se couche de bonne heure.
I have a question. Can we say these like n'est-ce pas and il se que in one sentence?
No, you have to use them one by one because they're both making a question. Like this one is like, she speaks French, right? And this one is, does she speak French? So you won't be like, does she speak French, right? Like it's kind of repetitive.
Yes.
Okay, let's try number 4 now.
Il sait bien de je.
So elle s'habille bien tous les jours.
Elle s'habille bien tous les jours, n'est-ce pas?
Very good.
Est-ce que il sait bien tous
Les jours. Okay, mashallah, excellent. Yeah, you're getting much better at reading it. Okay, so interrogative words. Okay, so this is number 5. I want you to be able to see this. Actually,
I can take a picture of it and I can open it in my phone.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, if you take a picture of this part, so we can practice with the other sentences as well.
I can take a picture of this part and also the whole page.
Yeah. Est-ce que tu finis?
We can take a picture. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on to number 5. Why don't we read this together the first time and then you can make into a question. So ils viendront à l'école à l'heure.
Ils vont à l'école
Viendront
à
l'école à l'heure.
N'est-ce pas?
Very good. Now the est-ce que
ils
viendront à l'école à
here.
à l'heure. Very good. Okay, let's try number 6 together.
Ils sont les
allés
sont allés une semaine
cinéma
cinéma hier soir.
yeah, hier soir.
Ils sont
Very good.
allés
Mm-hmm.
un cinéma hier soir, n'est-ce pas?
Very good.
Ils sont allés est-ce que ils sont allés au cinéma hier soir?
Mashallah. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. We have it's number 7 and 8 left. So number 7. Let's read together first. Say.
C'est
Ces étudiants
ces étudiants
ont
ont
lu
lu
ce
ces
livre.
livres.
Okay, now you can
C'est
étudiants
étudiants le ces livres, n'est-ce pas?
Very good.
On sait est-ce que
Yes.
on le sait lever?
Okay, close. So est-ce que ces étudiants
ces étudiants
ont
le
ce
ce
livre?
livre?
Okay. Excellent. And number 8.
Perry,
So Pierre
Pierre,
s'est reposé
reposé
hier
hier
soir.
soir. Est-ce que reposé
C'est reposé.
reposé hier soir, n'est-ce pas?
Mhm.
Est-ce que est-ce
que Pierre
reposé hier soir?
Soir. Okay, so last one together. Est-ce que Pierre
Est-ce que Pierre
s'est reposé
reposé
hier soir?
hier soir?
Okay, mashallah, excellent. Okay, so yeah, those are the 3 ways we can make questions. There's also other ways, but we can cover that tomorrow. Okay, but yeah, yeah, these are the 3 like basic ways we can do it. Let me just check. Okay, yeah, we'll be able to do a good amount of it. We have 5 minutes left. Okay, let's start it a little bit so that we finish at 4:30 and then we can do math, okay? So interrogative forms by inversion, simple tenses. Questions may be formed by inverting a pronoun subject and the verb of declarative sentences. The subject is connected to the verb with a hyphen. Okay, so from this sentence, what do you understand?
That the verb will be connected with a hyphen.
Okay, yeah, so that's good. So the subject will be connected to the verb with a hyphen. So the subject would be like me, so I, which is je, tu, which is you, il, elle, he or she, nous, we, vous is you plural, and then ils, es, which is they, right? So that's our subject, okay? Or it can be like a name like Mahnur or Sarah, right? And it's going to be connected to a verb with a hyphen. So the hyphen is like that little like minus sign.
Yes.
Okay. And that's how you connect it with a verb. Okay. And to make it into a question, you have to invert or you have to switch the pronoun subject and the verb. Okay. So let me get my pen. Okay. So if it's tu vas à Londres.
Tu vas à Londres.
Right? So you go to London.
You go to London. I'm going to vous to Londres.
Yeah. So vas-tu à Londres?
Va to Londres. You are going to London.
So yeah, so technically it means that, but this time it's a question. So you can also say, are you going to London? Okay, but the way you said it is completely right too. Are you going to London?
Yes.
Okay, how about the next one? Vous parlez français?
Parlez-vous français? Parlez-vous français?
Okay, so what does the first one mean?
You are going to France?
What does parler mean?
I don't know.
Okay, so parler means to speak. We actually saw this word a few times, right? Our verbs parler,
Yes, parler to speak.
right? Okay, yeah. So parler is to speak. So vous is you. So you speak, and then français is French.
French, but if you translate to French, you.
What?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, so why don't you read the question of it now?
Parlez-vous français?
Okay, so what does this mean?
To speak, vous, to speak French.
Yeah, do you speak French? Excellent. Okay, so do you speak French? Is parlez-vous français?
Français.
Okay, okay, so this third sentence is nous levons.
Nous levons. It's going to be nous levons. Nous.
Okay, yeah. So the first one means that we are getting up.
We are getting up. It's going to be we get up.
Yeah, so it's like, are we getting up?
Are we getting up? Yes.
Are we getting up?
Are we getting up?
Getting up. Okay. And then the last sentence is vous débrouillez.
Vous débrouillez
Bien.
bien. Vous débrouillez-vous bien.
Okay, yeah, very good. So the first one means that you are doing well.
You are doing well. And the last one must mean, are you doing well?
Yes, excellent. You got the hang of it. So you are doing well. And this one is, are you doing well? Doing well, okay? So when inverting a third person singular verb and a verb, a T must be inserted between the inverted verb and the subject if the verb ends in a vowel. The T is connected to a verb with hyphens. Okay, so we can go over this tomorrow. Okay, so we'll continue from here tomorrow, inshallah. Do you want to take a picture of this part?
Yes.
Okay. Est-ce que tu finis?
No.
No? Okay.
Oui.
Okay. Let's do some math.
Yeah. I don't know what am I doing in that, but I go down again and again.
Oh no. Okay, let's see. Let me.
Oh, see, we were at 99, I think, and you will see where did I brought us again.
Oh no. Okay, let's see what you're doing wrong. So. I have to share my screen again. 1 second. Okay, so let's see the topic. Okay, so which one do you want to do first?
The multiplication one.
Okay. So let's see. multiply, write your answer in scientific notation. So let's first do 5 times 2, which
2
is
times 5 is 10.
10, okay? And then minus 1 minus 10
Minus
is
1 plus minus 10 is minus 11.
minus 11, okay, good. And then now this has an imaginary 1 on top. So 1 minus 11 is?
1 minus 11. Negative 11, right?
Yeah, negative 11.
Is 12.
It's going to be negative 10. Because 1 positive, so positive 1 minus 11.
Yeah, it's going to be negative 10.
Yeah. Okay, so then this will be negative 10. Let's check. Oh, and then you have to write in scientific notation. I forgot that part. Okay, so then,
Yes, it is in scientific number 1 and 10. It's between 1 and 10.
no, it's not. Okay, so basically you don't count 10. So it has to be less than 10, basically.
Okay, I think that was I doing wrong.
Yeah, like we say between 1 and 10, but like by between we mean like not 10.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So then what would this be?
1.
Yeah, so 1.0, and then we would have to go 1 to the right.
No, we can just write 1. It's not important to write 1.0.
Yeah, we have to write 1.0 times 10 to the exponent. I'm trying to fix it. Times, and then 10 to the exponent, and then it won't be 10. It will be 11, I think. No, it's 10.
And look, we only have to write 1.
Yeah, no, 1 and 1.0 is both like the same. The thing is that okay, so look, so we got until here, right? 10 times 10 to the exponent negative 11. We got this part.
Yes.
Now look at the first factor, 10. Move the decimal place to the left until the first factor is between 1 and 10. Okay, so between 1 and 10 means like not 10. So if we move it 1 to the right, we'll get 1, 1 to the left, we'll get 1. Keep track of how many places you move the decimal point. You made the first factor smaller by moving the decimal place to the left. Right, so when we move the decimal place to the left, we have 1 which is smaller than 10, right? So add 1 to the exponent. So minus 10, minus 11 plus 1 is minus 10. Okay, yeah, so that's how it is. Let's try this one now.
It's the second last one.
Second last one, this one?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. So 3 times 2 is 6. 5 minus 1 is 4. Very good. Try this one now.
It's going to be 0.036.
Good. 0.036.
And we are going to move it. That's going to be 3.6 times negative 2.
Negative 1, I think, because we moved 2 spots, right?
Yes, but there is no negative 1 over here because it's going to be negative 2.
Oh yeah, negative 2. Very good. Right? It's because we moved 2 spots. So 1, 2 will end up in the same place. Where's the answer?
Yeah, the second last one.
The second last one. What? Okay, let's see why it's -5. So, the number is non-scientific notation. So you got that part. 0.036 times 10 to the exponent -3. Because the first factor must be at least 1 and less than 10. So to rewrite the number in scientific notation, move the decimal place to the right until the first factor is between 1 and 10. You made the first factor larger by moving decimal place 2 to the right. So subtract 2 from the exponent. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So basically, I was looking at it, how many spaces to go back to this, but then you have to add it to the 10 times 10 to, 10 to the exponent -3. Because this was already here, but then we made this by going 2 steps back. So in total, you have to do -5. Did you see how?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I forgot that this also is here. So when you add them up, you get -5.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try this one. Okay, I should
6.
Good. 6. Oops, why is it not working? I'm trying to type. I have to close this maybe. What? Yeah, 6 times
11.
Okay, very good. Wait, 9 plus 5 is
9 plus 5. Oh,
yeah, it's 9 plus
14.
14. Okay, so 6 times 10 to the exponent 14. Very good. Try this one now.
Doing the second one.
Yep. Oops. I don't know. Okay, yes. This one.
1.5 multiplied by 4.18. That's going to be the first one, I think.
So 9 plus 0 is?
9 plus 0. It's going to be the last one.
Last one. Very good. This one.
It's going to be 3. It's going to be 20.3
Okay, 20.3.
multiplied 8.
Okay, so we have 20.3 times 10 to the exponent 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, and then to make it into scientific notation,
We are going to add the 0 between 2 and we are going to make the 8 into a 7.
yeah, 10 to the exponent 7. Wait, we're going back one step. Okay, so okay, so the way I would like to do is that I would do it into 2 steps. Oops. So if we're going back 1, this would be 2.03 times 10 to the exponent -1, right? Because we're times 1. 1 second. Okay, because if you were to go 1 to the right, you would be back here. And then we would have to add this and this. So this would be 2.03 times 10 to the exponent 9. Does that make sense, or should I explain it again?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, so let me show you again. That one was a little messy, but okay, so basically when you did the multiplication the first time, right, 3.5 times 5.8 is 20.3.
Yes.
And then you got 10 times 10 to the exponent 8, right? 5 plus 3 is 8.
Yeah.
Okay, now the next step you should do is only looking at this part. Okay, so looking at this part, how would you write that in scientific notation? So you would go back one, you would go right left one, right? So 2.03, and then to get back to 20.3, how many jumps did we do?
1.
1, right? So if you do it by positive 1, you would get back to 20.3.
Yes.
So we don't want that. We want to stay 2.03. So now we can do this, and then we have to times 10 to exponent 8. So that would be,
If we do negative 1 plus 8 is going to be 7.
positive 1.
And then it's going to be 9.
Yeah, 9. Okay, so that's what I'm showing you. If you're doing like 2 steps, then you can clearly see if you have to add or subtract.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'll type it right. That's the answer we got. Oh, I forgot to fix the thing after showing you. But basically, yeah, we were right. 2.03 times 10 to the exponent 9 is the right answer. Okay. I have to be more careful when I'm typing because sometimes I like type in midway and I forget to fix it after. Okay, so let's do this one now.
It's going to be 3.4110.
Yeah, times 10 to the exponent.
9 plus 1. It's the last one.
Last one. Very good. Okay, this one, let's do this together.
It's going to be 9. It's going to be negative 2.
Right, so 9 times 10 to the exponent. Yes, negative 2. Okay, very good. Try this one now.
0.04 times 1.7. It's going to be 0.680.
Oops, let me type it as well. Yeah. Okay, so this is 0.68 I got. 1.7 times 0.4. So did you get a 0.68?
Yes.
Okay, and then to write in scientific notation?
We are going to bring the 0 between 6 and 8.
Yes. Okay, so it will be 10 to the exponent.
1.
10, 10 to the exponent. It will be negative 1, because once you have to go negative 1 to go back to 0.68.
Yes, negative 1.
Negative 1, okay?
You forgot to fix it.
Oh, I forgot. Oops. We have to stop doing that, otherwise we'll never finish.
Yes.
Okay. And the funny thing is that we both like know like the right answers, but like it just types wrong. Okay, you know what? Let's just move on. Because I know we know this topic, but we're just having technical difficulties. Okay, so don't worry about these two. Maybe later you can finish it if you really want to. But I think we're good for now. Okay, let's do another topic. Let's do
This one.
okay, let's do ratios. I like ratios. Rates and proportions. Okay, so let's learn with an example. So are the ratios 5:1 and 15:3 equivalent? So equivalent ratios, they basically have the same value. To determine whether two ratios are equivalent, we have to write them as fractions. And if the fractions are equal, the ratios are equal. Okay, so
Okay.
Okay, so if we have like the ratio 5:1, we can write it as 5/1. If we have 15:3, we can write 15/3.
Yes.
Okay, so the first number is the numerator and the second number is the denominator. Okay, you can compare the fraction using a common denominator. Okay, so we want the bottom number to be the same. The denominators in this case are 1 and 3. You can use 3 as the common denominator since 3 is a multiple of 1. So you would write 5/1, and then you would multiply the numerator and denominator by 3, which will give you
15/3.
Yes. Okay, so these two fractions are actually equal. So this means that the ratios 5:1 and 15:3 are equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try this one. So let's start by writing them as fractions. So 4/2.
Over 2 and 20/10.
Yes, very good. And what do you have to multiply over here to get to 10? So we want to have a common denominator. And in this case, 10 is our common denominator. Because we're multiplying. You could divide too, but what do we have to multiply 2 to get to 10?
These two are equal because we can this.
Okay, so why are they equal?
It's going to be 2 times. It's going to be 2 times 10. It's going to be 20.
Okay, you could do it that way, 2 times 10 and 4 times 10. So you would get 40/20. And if you did this times 2 times 2, you would get 40/20 as well.
Yes.
So you could do it that way. But the way I was thinking is that you can just multiply this one by 5. So times 5 times 5. So you would get you would get, you get 20/10.
Yes, these are equal anyways. Or we can just write it in our calculator and that will be equal too.
Yeah, you can do it in your calculator, but I want you to be able to make the equivalent fractions. Okay? So how about for this one?
It's going to be 13/18
Mm-hmm.
and 1/3.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so what answer did you get? Yes or no?
What?
So
No,
do you think it's yes or no? Yeah, no, because if you were to make them a common denominator, so
Yes.
3 times 6 is 18, you get 6/18 and not 13/18. So they're not equivalent. Okay, how about this one?
It's going to be 20/10. And
Yes.
2/1 is going to be 2 multiplied by 10. It's going to be 20. And 10 multiplied by 1 is going to be 10. Yes.
Yes, very good. Excellent. How about this one?
It's going to be 10/15. And these are equal because no.
2 times 5 is?
They are going to be equal because 5 multiplied by 10 is 5 multiplied by 2 is 10 and 5 multiplied by 3 is 15.
Mashallah, perfect. Okay, how about this one?
It's going to be 3/1 and 12/5.
Yeah, and to make them common denominator.
I don't know how can we make them like it's going to be. It's going to be 3 times 6 is 3.
No, so basically you want to make common denominator. So that means you look at the bottom number. Okay,
It's
so
going to be
how
1. It's going to be 1. I don't know how can we make 1 into a 5.
you multiply by 5.
Yes, 1 times 5 is 5.
And you have to multiply the top by the same number
But
always.
if we do 3 times 5 is 15, it's not 12.
Yeah, so that means it's not equivalent.
Yes, that's what I told you while just first looking at it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, equivalent, no, yeah. I was just trying to see the reason, like, why.
It's going to be 4 upon 4.6.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to be 6 upon 9. These two are going to be equal.
Okay, these two are going to be equal. So let's see. So if I divide this by 2, we get 2. If we divide this by 2, we get 3. If we divide this by 3, we get 2. If we divide this by 3, we get 3. Yeah, so they're equal. Did you do the same method or how did you figure it out?
I did the same method.
You did the same method?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Let me just submit it. Yes, excellent.
It's going to be 7 upon 10 and 2 upon, is it 17 upon 10? It's going to be 2 upon 1.
So are they equivalent?
I don't know. Let me just check.
Yeah, why don't you check first?
No.
Yeah. Oops, no. Okay, no, because if we do times 10, this will become 20 over 10, and 20 over 10 is not the same as 17 over 10.
Yes.
Try with this one.
It's 1 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. I think this could be equal.
So it's not equal because if you divide this by 3 and divide this by 3,
But why are you doing this method? If we do 1 multiplied by 6, it's 6. And then we do 6, yes, it's not equal.
yeah, it's not equal, right? Yeah, so are they equivalent? No. Okay, let's try this one. Select all ratios equivalent to 2 over 4.
I have to check that. Oh, okay.
Okay. So a way to do this is that you want to multiply. You have to see what number you have to multiply by to get 28 and multiply the top by the same number. Okay. And then, yeah, that's how you do it, I think. And then if that's an option, it will be equal. And if that's not an option, then it's not equal.
Only the last one is equal.
Okay, so let's see. So 12 over 24. Okay, actually, wait, let me do times 7 times 7. So this is 14 over 28, so that's not equal. And then you did 12 over 24, right? So divide by 12 is 2, divide by 12 is 4. So yeah, the last one is equal. Oops.
We can move to...
Okay, so yeah, we can just do another topic because I think you'll be able to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so write an equivalent ratio. Okay, so learn with an example. So find the number that makes the ratio equivalent to 3 over 4. 3 to 4, right? So to find an equivalent ratio, multiply or divide both numbers in a ratio by the same value. So complete the ratio 6 to blank. So it is equivalent to 3 to 4. The second number is missing from 6. So compare the first numbers of the two ratios. Right? So to get from 3 to 6, you have to multiply by 2. So to get the second number, in 3 to 4 multiplied by 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so from 3 we multiply by 2 to get 6. And from 4 we multiply by 2 to get 8. Got it? Okay, let's try this one. So find a number that makes the ratio equivalent to 1 over 9.
It's going to be 9 times 8. It's going to be 72.
Okay, so this is times 8 times 8. Okay. And then 9 times 8 is 72. Very good. Oops, I have to close this first. Okay. Excellent. How about this one?
It's going to be 7 times 5. 35.
Very good. 35. Oops. Typo. 35. How about this one?
It's going to be 20 times 2.
Very good.
40.
This one?
12.
Okay, so this is pretty simple. You'll be able to finish it. Okay, let's do unit rates. Let me explain it at least, and then we can finish it tomorrow. Okay, so find the unit rate. 28 kilometers in 2 minutes equals how many kilometers per minute? So a unit rate is a rate where the second amount is 1 unit.
Yes.
Okay, so we would do 28 divided by 2, which is 14. 14 kilometers per minute. Let's try this one.
50 chairs at a table.
So what would the fraction be?
50 upon 5.
Yes, very good. And then to get the denominator, we need this to always be 1. Okay?
Yes.
Always be 1 in a unit rate. So what do we have to divide by?
We have to divide it by 5.
Yes, very
5
good.
divided by 5. It's going to be, and 5 divided by 50. It's going to be 5 and 50 divided by 5.
5.
It's going to be 10. And
Yes.
it's going to be 5 divided by 5. It's going to be 1. It's going to be 10 upon 1 is equals to 10.
Okay, so how many chairs per table?
10.
10, very good. Okay, mashallah. So we'll continue this next time, inshallah. So you just have
We could easily have done 50 divided by 5 and it would still be equal to 10.
yes. Okay, so yeah, that's also a way you can do it. Yeah, that's also a proper method. You are absolutely right.
Yes, we did the long way when we could do the short way.
Yeah, but sometimes good to know more than one way,
Yes.
just to like double check your answers,
Yes.
right? And have practice for multiplying. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.